But let's just take another step here with this really important distinction between, I keep using this word system, and there's like a capital S system and there's a small s system. And I want to just make that little distinction here. Because when we think about system from a very left brain, linear, logical, academic, scientific perspective, and honestly, when I hear most people talking about systems and systemic thinking, they're using small s system, as if we can, take it out and look at it from the outside and analyze it and break it down. And even when we create a little map, we're looking at a mini system, a microsystem. So any group of interacting, interrelated things. You could map the system of a business. You could map your family system and all the people in the family. You could map, for example, we did ourselves and our goals for this program. That's like a little system, you and your goals for the program, for example. These are all things we could look at from the outside. But when we talk about capital S system, we can't go outside of it. We are in it. Does a fish know that they're in water? They can't go outside of it. So when we talk about capital S system, then we're speaking more actually to the word systemic, although that grammatically doesn't really fit into our sentences very well. So I'll often say the system is infinitely intelligent. The system gives us cues. And honestly, I mean systemic. We're looking at the ripple effect, the space in between, the nudges, that the intelligence that is moving through us that we can't go outside is pointing to. But from a systemic perspective, we're feeling through, we're experiencing. And the ideas, the insights that come up, the nudges that the systemic flow is pointing to, we often go, oh, I think I'm imagining that. I'm probably making that up. Oh, that's just, my imagination or something like that. And I hope that through the program, everybody, you learn to trust more those little nudges where the truth is, as you start to pay attention more, you'll notice more congruencies. You'll start to trust your inner landscape. And you might even discover that each one of us has kind of our own unique talents and gifts. Some people have inner flashes of pictures, and they learn to rely on the meaning of that for themselves. Because over time, you'll start to notice, oh, if that picture is very colorful or if that picture is very animated, it means one thing versus another. As you watch that inner landscape over time, you'll start to develop more meaning for yourself. It will make more sense. You'll begin to trust it more. And we're going to put some nice structure around it. So even if you don't trust yourself, you can do it in a very structural way and still be working very systemically. So to notice what's happening through the map versus just the map itself. What's happening internally, intuitively, versus just what we're thinking about. Whereas the systemic approach is a much more right brain, intuitive, holistic, working with metaphors, working with imagery, analogy, and noticing what changes in our felt experience sense as we make shifts to those analogies or metaphors or shifts. It's difficult to put language around the idea of systemic because we're in it. We can't go outside of it. So we have to learn to pay attention from the inside out rather than the outside in.